Greetings, Judah. DFG here, Gideon's Light. Hey, guys. I just want to take a moment and revisit a subject that we've discussed, many, many times before. If you're following this particular channel, and it is, preparedness. Preparedness to the degree that if you're not storing up goods and you're not putting yourself or your family in a position where you can protect them, then you are putting yourself at serious risk. I'll start with two things I'm going to talk about today. Just two, and it's going to be real quick. First, food prices. If you have still not noticed how expensive food has gotten and other raw materials have gotten over the last month, then obviously you are not awake. You are asleep. You are blind. You are way too preoccupied with the insignificant things of this world, and probably the insignificant things in your life. You're probably spending too much time in petty foolishness, bullshit. You're distracted. Go into your local grocery stores. Compare prices over the last 6 or 7 months. Go to the gas station. Compare prices over the last 6 or 7 months. Go into your restaurants. And this message, primarily, as most messages are from this channel, is for Israel and Judah, which means the people in the urban areas of America. It's pretty soon, I'm just letting you know, real soon, you see those little chicken shacks you guys are going to and little Chinese restaurants that you shouldn't be going to. You're going to take a look. You watch what's going to happen. Those soul food restaurants you're going to, take a look at what it's going to cost you for a plate of food real soon. And you say, DFG, how do you know that? Because I happen to work in an environment where I see the prices going up significantly. I'll give you one example. I can give you hundreds, but I'll give you one example. A case of chicken, a 40-pound case of chicken wings, run about, they would call them party wings, the small wings that most people buy when they buy chicken plates, and the to-go, fast food. And they're not fast food, but they're to-go restaurants. That case of party wings, typically $89 for a 40-pound case. Price right now, $141 for that same case. You hear what I said? 6-7 months ago. Within a year, $89, now $141. And I can't tell you how many customers, business owners who have come to me and saying, I've got to go back and raise my prices. I have to go back and raise my prices. I cannot continue to sell my customers at this price when I got to come in here and pay this price. And my friends, it's not just in the food and the restaurant industry. It's in the lumber, it's home improvement, everywhere, clothing stores. Even if you're trying to buy an automobile, it is everywhere. Now, this is judgment, by the way. Just so you know, you might say, well, it's going up because of a lack of resources. People don't want to work, corona, those things. True, and true. But it's also Bible prophecy. It is also written in the book. And here's what's even more concerning and why we should be concerned, Judah. This is a forerunner. Inflation, according to the book of Revelations, is a forerunner of the end. And what I mean by forerunner, as soon as the diseases and all these other contagions and famine, which means hunger, comes into play, the next step that follows that is mayhem, which leads me to my second point. Have you taken and invested your resources to get some type of defensive weaponry? Guns, whatever you're going to use to defend your family, defend yourself. And again, our people are notorious for going religious. As soon as you start talking about, protection. Well, Yah got me. No, Yah don't have your stupid ass if you don't listen to Yah. Yah does not have a fool. Because see, in wisdom, we walk and we hear and we follow the instructions of Yah. A fool does not follow the instruction of Yah. A fool just sits here and never thinks about what's to come. He's only like an animal, a glutton, or again, an idiot, a fool. Never ever prepared. No matter how many times you warn them. Noah warned the people in his day. Remember, guys? Noah, one of our elders. He warned the people. Get prepared, get prepared, get prepared, get prepared. A massive flood is coming. A massive tsunami is coming. Get prepared. And they laughed at him. Thought he was a fool. And what the book says, when he went in that ark, it was all over for them. And the same thing is happening right now. Some of you are listening and you're not doing anything. Or you're laughing. Or you're saying, well, they've been saying that. Okay. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that people were laughing about 2 years ago that are happening right here today. You're dealing with it, including inflation to a level that you could never even imagine. Many of you guys are going to end up hungry. I'm telling you, not hungry like, oh, I want something. I'm talking about you're going to be in a position of starvation. You're going to be out on the street begging for bread. That's because of the unrighteousness, I might add. King David, in one of his Psalms, he said, I am young and I am old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or the righteous seed begging bread. But the key word, he said nor was he ever poor, nor did he ever see his children poor, or anyone else who had grown up and who are in the great beard time of their lives, the elder time of their lives, begging bread. And nor did they see begging bread, because they were righteous. What is righteous? That means that they followed the commandments, the laws, the ordinance of Yah. That they did not run away when they heard the word of Yah. They hearkened, they listened, and they followed those instructions onto salvation, onto the ark, onto protection, onto covering. The unrighteous are not going to do it. So when you sit there and say, well, Yah got me, what you're really saying is I'm not going to be righteous because I'm not going to follow the book when the book told you that you need to be prepared. The book tells us, it warns us on what is coming. Why would it be written here if there was nothing for you to do about it, my sisters and my brothers? That would be called a waste of Yah's time. And Yah doesn't put anything in the book that's not intentional. Not like man, he doesn't change his mind. If he put it there, it's to warn you that it is to be. Heaven and earth will pass away, as the book says, but not one jot or tittle of the word of Yah. Means that it's impossible for anything in this book not to happen. It is impossible. You understand that? It's an impossibility. It is going to happen. And he says that right after famine and pestilence or diseases, which is happening right now, I think we all have to admit, he said death and destruction is going to come. Now you're going to need to be able to protect yourself, to be able to defend yourself, to be able to defend your families, your property, your livelihoods. You want some book to back that up? Okay, let's do that. Fairness. Go to the book of Revelation. Chapter 6. Praise Yah. Only a few verses. We're going to wrap this up. He said, when, chapter 6, verse 5, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hands. That's a scale. That's another word for inflation, guys. Okay, it's almost, I guess a better way to say it is it's a representation of the economy. Weights and scales. He says a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, or denarius. And see that you not hurt the oil and the wine. And when he had opened up the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a green horse. And on his name and the name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed after him. And power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth to kill with the sword, with hunger, with death, and with the beasts or the animals on the earth. Now, I just read that to you. Now, this is prophecy. It's not even prophecy. We have to be careful using the word prophecy, even though we all understand what it means. But sometimes when people say prophecy, it's almost as though they're saying, well, it's prophesied, but it may or may not. No, my sisters, my brothers, let's just change the word prophecy and say, and put in its place absolute truth. So hunger is coming, war is coming, debt is coming, destruction is coming. Oh, in hunger. And all coexisting at the same time. Now look around yourself. Just look around. Think about what I said a few minutes ago when I talked about inflation. That's what he was talking about. He was talking about, you know, they used the word penny, but you got to remember back there, penny at that time was equivalent probably to, I don't know, $100, $50 today. It was worth some money. You could live off of a penny a day. So what does it take for you to survive? It's saying bread, a loaf of bread right now would be that expensive. Or, again, in the place where I am, I'm telling you, we're seeing prices go up 100%, 150%. And not only the prices are going up, but the availability of product is not there. It's not there. So you're going to see it, you know, in your supermarkets. You're going to see it in the restaurants or the places that you go and eat. You're going to see it at the gas station. Guys, I'm talking about prices that you would have never imagined people would be trying to charge you. And this is all a setup, I might add. The rulers of this world, the spiritual rulers of this world, the rulers of darkness, let me be clear, of this world. They're all signed in. They're all part of the plan of death. They are all plan of the judgment of mankind. And as you heard, 1/4 of the earth. Now the earth has approximately, 7 billion people? Do the math. You're talking about 1.8 billion people. That's like the total whole countries of China and Russia combined, all of them dead. This is what the book is promising you and I that's going to happen if you're not the righteous. So if you're out there living the way you want to live, you know, waiting for your city to open back up, waiting for your state to open back up so you can go back and live the life that was once lived by you, then just understand there's going to be some serious consequences when you are sitting there waiting. You had better prepare. You had better refocus, better reshift. You had better, again, store up goods, store up weaponry. Build stronger relationships with people you can trust. I'm not talking about, you know, your best girlfriend or your buddy that you hang out on the corner with. Not them niggas. You need to get with people who are responsible people who have shown you over time that they know how to they know how to manage their resources, people who have shown you over their time that they will stand with you, you know, not in no bullshit. I'm talking about standing with you with things that are important to you. People who you know are not cowards, people who are not liars. You need to line yourself up, you know, with those kind of people. And they're hard to find. It's like they're like trying to find a needle in a haystack these days. But they're there. But you had better look them up. You better call them up. And you better start building these alliances. Men, again, you too. You got a lot of you guys out here, you know, chasing, you know, money and chasing, you know, whores and whatever you're doing. And again, I ain't judging you in that. But I'm telling you, that shit is going to run dry. And then what you going to do? Same thing with you sisters, chasing money, you know, chasing men. When that shit run dry, what you going to do then? I know what you're going to do. According to the book, you're going to die. A miserable, long, harsh death. You and your children. Unless you wake up. Again, David said it clear. Psalms 37:25. He said, I am old, but I was once young. And in all my days I have never seen the righteous forsaken by Yah, or his seed begging bread, or their seed begging bread. Their children is what he's talking about, being beggars. Why? Because they lived righteous. They obeyed. They sought after laws, statutes, and commandments of Yah. That's the righteousness of David. That is the righteousness that each and every one of us will have to have if we're going to survive this damn economic storm that's coming and the violence that's going to follow behind it. Are you prepared? Are you ready? DFG, talk to you later. Bye now.